everyone, it's Dr. Gupta at the Dermatology Laser and Vein Center, and today we're going to talk about all the different ways we can help you get rid of unwanted fat in various parts of your body. So starting with the least invasive procedures, we have procedures such as Emsculpt, CoolSculpting, Sculpture, and Vanquish Me. All of these procedures have absolutely no recovery time. They work a little bit differently. Each one has its own unique ways in which it actually targets the fat. So for example, with CoolSculpting, it uses cold technology to basically cause lipolysis or apoptosis, which is complete fat reduction in terms of actually helping to kill those fat cells to where they don't regenerate. And again, it does that using cold technology. Usually you'll need anywhere from 1 to 4 sessions to get a complete loss of fat in an area that is permanent. And again, there's just no recovery time with this procedure at all, other than just feeling a little bit of a sensation of thawing of the skin afterwards. And then we have procedures such as Emsculpt, which actually targets the muscle. So it helps to increase a little bit of the muscle bulk, but as it's working on that muscle, it actually causes your fat cells to release all the fatty acids during that 22,000 crunches that you're getting in a 30-minute session, and it allows those fat cells to die off completely as well. So you get really nice toning of the body. And we do often combine these procedures. We might start out with CoolSculpting if you have a little bit larger area of fat that we need to debulk, and then finish it off with the Emsculpt to really give you that beautiful hourglass shape, or that really buff body. And it can often actually bring out your six-pack too, which is really great. And we can do these procedures on pretty much any part of the body. So with CoolSculpting, we can even treat your chin, your arms, your bra fat, your back, any part of the body where we have some pinchable fat and we can grab it, we can get rid of it. With Emsculpt, the areas that we typically treat are your arms, your stomach, love handles. We can treat your buttocks and your inner and outer, anterior and posterior thighs, as well as your calf. So those are the areas that respond really well to a procedure like Emsculpt. And then we also have a procedure called Sculpture, which uses a laser. So instead of freezing the fat, we're actually heating the fat cells using a laser, and that also causes the fat cells to die. And this procedure can also be done pretty much on any part of the body, and we actually don't require the fat to be as pinchable as with CoolSculpting, and you get a little bit more skin tightening. So when you come in as a patient, we'll see which technology actually makes sense and which ones we may want to combine. For patients who have a greater BMI, we might choose a procedure like Vanquish Me, which we can lay over an area such as your stomach or your thighs, and it has a lot more bulk heating, and we get maybe 60 to 70% permanent reduction in fat. Actually, again, we're killing off those fat cells permanently, so you have very long-lasting results, and you also get some skin tightening. So this, again, is really great for patients who may have a greater amount of fat or a greater BMI where it makes more sense. We can also use Kybella injections, which are really popular in the chin area specifically, but other parts of the body where we may have just a stubborn pocket here and there, we may be able to inject it to get those fat cells to die off as well. And then we do liposuction, which again, we can pretty much perform on any part of the body. We do that under local anesthesia, so the skin gets numb, the fat gets numbed, and then we go in and use usually focused ultrasound to really break up those fat cells and just suction them right out. Sometimes we'll combine that procedure with something like BodyTite, which uses radio frequency to further tighten the skin. So if somebody needs a little bit more skin tightening along with fat reduction, but they're not ready for surgery, then this is a great option. And again, we can really treat any part of the body, including the breast. So that's for men and women if we want to do a breast reduction with that method. And then of course we do our surgical approach to getting rid of fat, which could be sometimes a facelift or an arm lift or an abdominoplasty, a breast reduction, a thigh lift. and those are done in a more surgical manner, but then you are usually one and done. And if you're worried about the scars after those procedures, then we have all kinds of lasers to help get rid of those scars as well. But this was just a broad overview, and of course we recommend you come in and have a consultation with us so we can really figure out what's the best approach for you in helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.